Redditors, what's the hottest thing someone has said to you during sex? I honestly have no idea. I used to casually hook up with a Finnish girl I knew, and during most of the act, the dialogue was pretty standard sex talk, in English. However, right before she'd climax, she'd always switch to Finnish. I don't speak Finnish, and have no idea what she was saying. To be honest, it was probably the same standard sex talk, but the idea that I had caused her to revert to her native tongue always seemed incredibly hot to me. Please, more the way she said it. Goddamn, come in me. When my girlfriend and I had sex for the first couple of times, she was hella submissive. She enjoyed being used roughly and the sex was good, but sometimes I felt like I was hurting her. I found this to be the case for most men in a relationship. I decided to talk to her about it and she agreed that she would be more vocal about it. Cut to the next day, we're doing the do and she turns to me and says fuck my face until I cry at it. My first silver. Thank you, generous soul. I'll have to let my GF know that her dirty talk got me internet points. God bless, have a wonderful day. 3. Don't worry, I'm on the pill. Wouldn't you like to know whether boy? I was moaning a little loud and my boyfriend's uncle's room is a few feet down from his, so I got quieter. My boyfriend smacked my ass and then pulled me up mid-doggy by my chin and said be louder now, and that's the story of the first time I squirted. Tell me when you're going to come. I need to taste you. I was waking up as I felt her hands on my raging boner. It's so hard, she said. What are you going to do about it? I replied I'm going to sit on it, and she did. Multiple times. I was talking dirty to my BF at the time and he pulled my hair, twisted my head to look at him, and said, I don't remember giving you permission to talk. Instant. Droplets of water. Do you like me being your little SLT? Caught me off guard because that's exactly what she was. Barely a duck buddy, just someone whose friendship consisted of little more than sex, and she liked anal. Sometimes she'd spend the night and we'd snuggle, but one time she came over, I pulled her pants down, and ducked her in the ass, then sent her home. Not sure how I feel about our relationship in retrospect, but I do think about her little SLT line fondly sometimes. My repressed, raised Southern Baptist ex had a deliciously filthy mouth when she was turned on. After almost an hour of foreplay, she whispered, Kitty's ready to get ducked now. I'll be in my bunk with my so. After he made me come twice, while he was slowly ducking me still, I told him I loved him, to which he said I love you more. I said, no, you don't. He leaned down close and whispered in my ear, do you want me to show you how much I love you? I nodded, and he ducked me harder than I think I've ever been. My roommates were right outside my door in the living room and I tend to moan quite loudly. He told me to shut the duck up while stuffing my panties in my mouth. Either don't stop followed by a moan or your PSSY feels so good. Reading all these comments in the train is very risky. I want it in my ass again or after going absolutely wild on her, and no other way to put it but throat ducking. That was so good. I'm ducking seeing stars. You can pull out and come in my mouth if you want. Oh yeah baby, fill me up. When I asked if I could come inside her right as I was about to, I don't know if it was the hottest, but it was unexpected and stuck with me. Plus the way she said it, damn. One night stand. Going at it missionary. I go kiss and neck and then breathe into her ear. I want to flip you over. She hits me back with you can do whatever you want to me. Nearly finished right there. LPT. Use a bit of dirty talk as a way to ask for consent for doing stuff with someone the first few times you hook up. This is a story of me attempting to say something hot and it backfiring. My husband and I were getting down and dirty, and being well endowed, he usually takes his time gently easing in. This time, though, he was being a bit hurried, so I could feel his sighs more than usual. So partly to slow him down, and partly to try and sound sexy, I gasped out, fuck, you're big. He kept going, so I had to tell him hold on, so he stopped, and I asked, did you hear me? He says, yeah, you said ducking pig. I burst out laughing, while he looked completely befuddled. I then told him what I had really said, and then realized, hold on. You heard me call you a ducking pig and you kept going. He said, well yeah, which set us both off giggling our asses off. Ruined the mood completely. Not me but my best friend is college told me about this encounter he had with this older, well-to-do hot banker lady. As he was plowing her in her backyard standing doggy, she turned around and looked into his eyes and said you can come anywhere you want. Inside, in my mouth, in my ass, He said he finished pretty quickly thereafter. There was another time I heard a brief muffled chat between him and our gay friend at a party behind a bathroom door. Turned out the G-dude was blowing him. He said it was the best he'd ever had. On the flip side, I was once asked, have you made willy milk yet? It's been 7 years, and I still haven't. As a result, there was a time my so said to blave and it just happened to land just right. Sometimes she likes to say stupid shit to see if she can make me laugh while we're having our fun, and she dropped this dumbest line from Princess Bride and just blew my mind so hard that I went beyond laughing and got to that level of turned on, where you no longer feel any fatigue. It was an experience so significant that it helped in no small part to cement our relationship. She has a way with words and can talk dirty when she wants to, but when she gets that look in her eyes and just goes and says stupid shit like that is when I know she's really enjoying herself. Nothing makes me more excited. I just broke up with my GF of 5 years. Hooked up with a friend I had known since high school. While banging, she proceeded to say, I have been waiting 5 years to finally feel you inside me. Followed it up with, do you want to come on my face? I damn near bruised her with the force of that load. I am just here to read the comments and get a boner Reddit. This is my first comment on Reddit that got 1k upvotes. Thank you. You're a good girl and I want you to come for me. Last night, I was making out with a girl in the bed, and when she put her hand on my chest, I started breathing faster and she said, oh, this is your soft spot. Totally loved it. Let me come. Took me a while to figure out what she meant. I was ducking her so hard that one orgasm followed another and she couldn't catch her breath. Needless to say, this did not make me slow down. Nothing like ducking a girl while she's convulsing an orgasm, helpless as she watches her next orgasm avalanche towards her. Second best. If you thrust, I'll stop. Other girl, very much younger than me, had pinned my arms over my head and was riding me very slowly, teasing the hell out of me with her gorgeous body. I wasn't allowed to move. She came hard and said, now you may duck me. Come in me please. Fill me up. I wanna have your children. Please fill me up. She was on the pill, but neither me or my DCK worried about it. Actual exchange. She's on top and we're doing it in a location we shouldn't be. Do you want to put it in my butt? Wait, what do you want? To put it in my butt? Yes. Different languages for sure. Had a French girl say we in place of yes. A Latina girl call me papi, and a Korean girl say something I don't know how to type. You're so beautiful. I love you so ducking much. Q. I mean, damn. I told him, put your fingers inside me, wanting him to finger me. Instead he slaps me, shoves his fingers in my mouth and says, you don't tell daddy what to do. Daddy tells you what to do. Do whatever you want. Just don't stop. Almost finished right then and there. And it certainly didn't help my longevity. Kinda backfired on her actually. I love it when you duck me. Just got out of boot camp, and I haven't seen my ex in a couple of months. Best sex ever. She used to never really say anything during sex, so this caught me off guard and gave me extra ramming energy. Not specifically say, but the moans will never lose their luster to me. You like that, you ducking retard. I love your DCK. Oh my god, what is your duck doing to me? As she came for the third time while riding me in the backseat of my truck. I was 30, she was 24. We both had our own apartments, but the thrill of ducking outdoors in my truck took things up a notch. I'd been missing out before I came into the picture. My girlfriend had only experienced sex with inconsiderate lovers. She never once orgasmed until the night she and I first had sex. Knowing that I am the first person to bring such immense pleasure to her lit a fire in me that has been burning brightly ever since. Do you think the popsicles are frozen yet? What? You want to use popsicles like? No, I just want a popsicle. We were both super ducking high. Big McThankies from McSpankies. She made eye contact and smiled and I emptied the clip and she said, wow, that felt like a lot. So we did it again obviously. And I've been with her for a year and 6 months and will be for the rest of my life. You guys are getting laid? I love you. OMFG, what are you? A ducking machine girl I met online had her ex whose average sex duration was around 5 minutes because he couldn't control it well. She was only my third sex partner and I wasn't really good at it either. On that night though, we just clicked and I pretty much ducked her an hour straight. This led her to say the above sentence. 1 year later she became my wife, 6 years and going strong. Nice DCK. How in Portuguese? Bela Pica. It just was amazing because it was random as duck. We were middle penetration. She was moaning with her eyes closed. Out of nowhere she says that. Wasn't expecting. She doesn't remember saying that though. Or just got embarrassed that said that and stuff. Let's go again. I'm not finished. She whispered, repost this topic at least once every other month. And like a good Redditor, I came. Omelette du fromage. Just total silence apart from some soft moans. Then right as she got close to coming would shout fuck me ohh yes fuck my cunt. Needless to say it was both shocking and very arousing the first time I heard that. She was also Welsh if it helps with picturing the accent. This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub finished instantly. Fuck me like you paid for me. Girl trying to convince me that she had multiple personalities. I asked if she loved me, and she looked me dead in the eyes, gave that 1,000-yard stare and said, we all love you JD. Pillow talk after ducking for the first time. Wow. God, I wish my first time was with you. I wanna learn to deep throat. Can I practice on you? After asking for a BJ. Bleh. I'm feeling lazy today. Wanna duck my face instead. All from the same girl. Bonus ones from a recent random hookup. Take everything you want. Take anything you want. Take everything. Take it all. Take everything you want. Repeated as a mantra during the whole thing. After coming inside her, she got up, then went down on me, slurping up every fluid we both produced. A few seconds later she came back up and whispered, 25-year-old girls clean up after themselves, because we were joking earlier that she was pretty skilled for someone 6 younger than me. Now put it in my mouth. Come in me. I need it. Am I your little SLT or not? Translated from the French. Jesus te petite puto you pas. That's a code for her asking me to spit on her HNNNGGGG. Also bite me. Will you eat me? I'm not going to ghost you after this. How about before sex? Was hitting on a hot blonde and it looks like I might get lucky tonight. But a big biker chick whispered in my ear and said, how about me be your sex slave tonight? Well, I weighed both out with logic. I think I'm going to get lucky with this hot blonde over here. But there is a sure thing going on with this plus size woman over here. Think versus sure. I went with the sure thing. First time with a plus size woman. I didn't regret my decision that night. Come inside me are the 3 hottest words my GF could ever mutter during sex. Grabbing me by the hair and dragging me towards him. You are not going anywhere. I'm not done with you. Oh, you really like it when I'm that deep in you, don't you? While he looked me straight in the eyes and did not look away while ducking me. Hottest thing ever. I had a pretty whirlwind fling where pretty much all we wanted to do was fool around, regardless of where we were. Absolutely nothing will be as hot as being pulled into a public bathroom somewhere in a huge mall, being pinned against the wall and him whispering in my ear, I just had to have you. Now the words, the whispering in my ear, the danger of being caught, the way he was touching me, all of that was enough to send me completely crazy and wanting him. What was supposed to be a breakfast date turned into making out and fingering. About a couple of minutes in, she convulses, grabs my hair, pulls me in close, bites my ear and says, duck me, please duck me. I mean, she said earlier that she didn't want to duck on the first date, but I chose not to remind her of that. Before people comment saying I went against her wishes, she initiated everything and we were vocal about continuing everything. She kissed me first, she grabbed my DCK first, etc. Also gave me the absolute best blowjob I'll ever receive in my life. She drained my soul out of me. Not during sex, but my girlfriend brought home takeout and I had just gotten off work when we were about to eat. She just looked me right in the eyes, started to take off her pants and said, do you want to duck first? Edit. I forgot about the time when we went camping. She was riding me, gave me this big stupid grin and said, this is ducking intense. Oh my god, how I love this woman. Not actually during sex, but I was once seeing this fairly naive but really pretty young girl. I got her into bed and started heading downtown. She squirmed a bit, then asked me why I was kissing her down there. I told her to just relax and enjoy it. When everything was done, we both showered and dressed. She seemed a little quiet during the evening, but later on, right out of the blue, said, next time we go to bed will you do that thing again? That thing you can bet your life I certainly did. Wasn't what she said but how she said it. She said, I want you to come inside me. I want to feel it in this very sensual way in the middle of the act. She was so genuine about it in this sensual, almost pleading kind of way. She got her wish. And I got a new fetish. We were both clean and she couldn't have children. She was fun. She also doesn't know she saved me from myself. I'm glad she's happy after she moved away from a lot of horse shit here. My otherwise reserved ex-GF would let loose with a Tourette's syndrome level of filthy talk whenever she had an orgasm. That was always super hot. This is what I think about when I touch myself. When we were having sex she would get so caught up in the moment that she could barely speak. So imagine the above breathily moaned between thrusts. So basically you have to know a bit of French to get it, but in French there are two main ways to address someone. Either the informal two that you'd use for someone close, and then there's vous, which is polite, think thou and you. So I hooked up with this Lebanese chick who spoke almost better French than I, and we're doing it in the tent and she keeps saying stuff like vous êtes beau or j'aime sec vous farides, and it felt like such a quaint reserve to make. I felt like I was ducking the queen. Pretty hot. Keep the change. I'm a male, and was with a girl that I was seeing fairly regularly. She told me that my DCK belongs to her. She was on top, and suddenly stopped and got real close to me and said this is my DCK, and then got back to business. Definitely the hottest moment. In response to where do you want me to come? Anywhere you want. Thank goodness for pre-sex STD testing and my surgery to shoot blanks. My name. Being told flat out and in a demanding voice eat my PSSY is pretty good to hear. How does something that small get that big? I'm a grow, not a show. When she said I'm into anal and simultaneously pulled out a strap on. The good and old duck me hard in the ass. It's okay. I'll swallow my lord. Instant boner. In a very low guttural tone, AWW fuck. Or fuck yes. Gay guy here. First time I actually had a considerate lover in bed. He ate my ass out, then bent me over doggy and whispered on my ear a bottom like you should be worshipped, then pounded me into the sunrise. Swear to God I still get chills thinking of the foreplay and little wittiness he brought to the table. My God. How are you single? Wait, sex is real? I can't walk in these heels, but I can duck in them. You are an animal. Son, what the duck are you doing to the cat? I just saved 15% on my car insurance. Did I tell you to stop, Jimmy? According to all known laws of physics and aerodynamics, a bee should not be able to fly, and so on. Hearing my own name muttered in a Scouse accent during a really wild hookup will probably go down as one of the hottest nights of my life. AWW, you're such a good boy, you've done your best, aha, but you see I'm a virgin. Trick 2020. I have an IUD. Fuck my ass harder. I did for about another 5 seconds then, droplets of water. No, please get off. No, I'm a man. This is gay. Stop it, James. Consensual non-con. Wait, no, stop. Red heart suit. Then this guttural half-groan half-growl thing along with her entire body sliding down towards me while one hand gripped the sheets and the other gripped the edge of the mattress. Her thighs squeezed against my hips and then melted away to the sides, all the while her eyes rolled back along with her head. It was this moment of watching every fiber of her being tense and then relax under me. Afterwards, she said, high score. Took me a minute to figure that out. I danced. Fuck, the kitchen's burning. I love you, daddy. Come for me. Help. I consent.